Hey there, Veit here in the greenhouse. It's just started raining, and this thing and rain, not such a good combination, so I thought I'd come here and do a spot of weeding in the chili farm. So here are the chilies, as you can see. There's probably a better quality. And look at these little things. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, this thing is just full of, these are my jalapenos. Then down here are another variety. And that's one of the big problems we have this year. We basically just randomly planted stuff. So on our quest, this is basically, referring back to what I talked about yesterday. You learn every year. So this year there's absolutely no system to this thing. So one of the things we want to do is basically sell these things, market these chilies. And of course, since they have no names, because I don't know what variety is what variety. I mean, here now, check out these little gems here, beautiful, beautiful. But I have no idea what they are. I think there's some kind of, the peppers you find in Greek restaurants, in sort of in a vinegary type solution. Very nice. These down here are our habaneros. Again, I have no idea which one. So because they're all mixed, we're gonna have to come up with our own recipes. Do some, I don't know, fermented chili sauce or some salsas or something like that. Because I can't go and say, look, here is so-and-so variety, here is a pound of those. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is, well, again, there's a marketing lesson in here. Righty, so look at this. Does not look beautiful. And when I sent out, when I sent out that photograph the other day, Tony said, oh look, my chilies, they all look like it's been, there's been acid rain poured all over them. Well, check this out. Here's my acid rain variety. These versus this. Now here's the thing. These here, this acid rain, yellow leaves, and all in all, pretty pathetic compared to this lot. They started their lives exactly like these guys. Same size, they were bred in the same containers. They were actually, taken one here, one there. They have got exactly the same soil. The only difference is, these guys live in pots, as you can see. Now, they even get the same fertilizer. We have this wonderful fermented molasses thing. And as you can see, it does work. But it doesn't work over here. Now, the big question is why? Well, turns out, experience now tells me, actually it doesn't tell me, I googled it. Actually no, I didn't google it, the local grower told me. Turns out, chilies, I'll show you, have very, very shallow roots. So I've just hacked this up here a second ago. I don't know if you can tell. You can see lots and lots of roots in there. And that is just the first inch below the surface. And that is the big problem. Chilies have a ton of roots right below the surface. Now, in these little pots here, I cannot loosen the surface. So all the roots that basically want to grow shallow and wide can't go anywhere. They're kind of stifled by the size of the pot and the hardness of the surface. I can't go in there and hack the surface loose. I'll be destroying all the roots. And that's basically the big learning. If you want to grow chilies, they have to grow in something where they can have roots that go nice and wide and shallow. And that is the thing. It's like, you sold a product. Hey, if you use these wonder seeds, these hybrid seeds, then you'll get the monster chili harvest. Oh no, if you buy this wonderful fertilizer, you'll get the biggest chili harvest in the world. I'll tell you what, if you get yourself a greenhouse, you'll get the best chili harvest in the world, or best vegetables in general. Well, I'll tell you what, experience now, after doing this for 1 year, greenhouse tells me chilies, yay. But look at these guys here. Oh no, the cucumbers are not happy at all. Look at this here. It's awful. They can't deal with the heat and the damp mostly, as can I. So, it's pretty hot in here despite the fact it's raining outside. So, cucumbers next year are not going to be in here. The tomatoes, they're doing okay, but really when you look closely, they're suffering. I mean, these guys are stressed. They're very, very dry. They really want to live outside. So once again, next year tomatoes, in the beginning, yes, but once it gets hot. But then look over here. The aubergines, they are going ballistic. I mean, aren't these gorgeous? And, I kid you not, these are only a couple of weeks old. Big flowers in here. It's got some aubergines out in the field, and they're like a fifth of the size of these things. So, big message here is, yes, you're being sold all kinds of big promises. Hey, get this fertilizer, get this greenhouse, get these wonder pots, get Whatever. And at the end of the day, if you end up with one thing missing, one of the, let's use it, the foundation of these things. I mean, they ultimately grow in soil, right? If you get the foundation wrong, and in this case, it's the fact that the foundation actually needs to be able to spread, as opposed to just having a certain volume, you're stuffed. Then they look like acid rain, or they look like very, very unhappy cucumbers, or they look like, if you get it right, like these things. Alrighty, so as it's raining, I shall be telling you about the magical secret of riding fast in order not to fall off, or what happens when you ride too slow. Wow, this is what happens. Alrighty, speak to you soon. Bye. Well, I guess every good piece of copy requires a PS, so why not have one in the video too? So here's my PS. All right, I've been growing chilies for 6 years now. 6 or 7. 2007 we moved over here. 6 years. So 6 summers of growing chilies. And basically we started growing chilies because in Britain, when we lived in Britain, we got our peppers from peppersbypost.biz. Go check them out. Joy Michaud is an absolute delight to deal with. The product is absolutely amazing. So peppersbypost.biz. Really, really nice people. Great product. And because we didn't have them anymore to send us lovely peppers, including the hottest peppers in the world. Oh, don't try them. Insanely evil hot. I had to grow my own. Now, for the past 6 years, I've been growing peppers. And they all looked like acid rain variety. I mean, this was like the highlight of my season. Having, 5 or 6 little tiny chilies, and some of them did actually taste quite nice. But that was it. And I thought, life is as good as it gets. And now that we figured out how to do it right, we're looking at this kind of stuff. And, look at this thing. My goodness, it's enormous. And there's only one tiny difference. Okay, so I guess my PS is, had someone told me 6 years ago how to do it right, it would have been pretty nice, because that would have been 6 years of peppersbypost.biz style chilies instead of acid rain chilies. Alrighty, cheers, bye.